Alright, so, assuming this actually comes out on the correct day, 8 years ago, I moved to Japan. With the main reason being, I needed a big change in my life. There wasn't great job security, I was kind of stuck in a rut, doing the same things every day, not really doing anything new or special. So when I moved, I made it a goal to try new things. Food, events, karaoke, you name it. And it's been pretty great. Most of the time. I don't talk about that first year. At least not right now. But really quick before we get into all that, hi, I'm Esarty. That technically is my name. I'm an American who's lived in Japan for about 8 years now. Lived in Ibaraki, lived in Nagoya, and now a small little city within the Chubu area. I'm a teacher who mainly teaches language. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes why? But also does a little bit of math, art, science, PE, and occasionally have them dance to some music. In my free time, I like to do some of my own art, some gaming. Get behind me, children! I'm 40. Get behind him, children! Hey, wait a minute! Play card games. So I evolved to this guy, which deletes your guy, and then I evolved to this other guy and trigger this card so I can attack immediately. There's nothing there, so he restands and erases security. I do 2 security checks, gets through both of them, and I attack again, and I erase both of them as well. Then I attack with my other guy and win the game. Hey, where are you going? A little bit of cooking. Paprika. A bit of language learning of my own. And spending way too much time working on a little project to make it look as good as possible, and sharing that with people whether they want to see it or not. Except now, I feel like I've come back to that same rut that caused me to move all those years ago. The game backlog constantly piles up. I pretty much just do the same few recipes. My language learning keeps dropping off and I have to keep starting all over again. My art production rate has just been near non-existent. And I got way too many projects. And I finished very few of them. Like some of them I've just been sitting on footage and resources for, but just haven't been able to push myself to finish that. So does that mean I'm gonna move to a completely different country again? No, of course not. It's like a 10-minute walk to work and it's a very comfortable job. The main issue is just paying off student loans due to the conversion rate. What happened? This used to be almost 1-to-1! No, my solution is to start a whole new project. Starting with this video. I'm going to be posting what's essentially like a progress report video at least once a month to kind of give myself a kick in the rear end to do more. And it'll essentially just be talking about what I did in the past month. Kind of bouncing off of a bad habit of mine, which is to go big or go home when it comes to projects. I decided to start cataloging a lot of my games to make sure I didn't double buy anything to save money. And it got a little ridiculous. And there's over 1,000 entries on here. I haven't updated in a little while, so yeah. And it'd be pretty boring just to say, well, this month I did work, watched some videos, and I occasionally made some food for myself instead of relying on the microwave. Excitement! So yeah, the plan is to have something interesting to talk about with each little progress report video. The plan is to do this for 1 year, so consider this my 2025 New Year's resolution to do more stuff. Woo! Yeah! Do that thing! So yeah, let's start with what I did this past month. And I know I wanted to fill this thing up with a lot of interesting talk, but it's the first episode, and I want to get this done in time. Alright, so to start, I came back from America where I spent the holiday break. Then I spent like a week both recovering from jet lag and getting used to the new schedule I got. I got to hang out with my cousin and her group of friends for some karaoke. I say, don't you know? You say you don't know. I say, take on me. Take me home, country road. I did some co-op Left 4 Dead 2 with my brother back in America. I sent off a birthday gift for my dad as well as some well wishes, which he seemed to appreciate. I spent the better part of the week making a bunch of presentations for school, as I was in charge of this past month's special weekend topic lesson. Not that I minded, as it was about animal science and I got to talk about all the crazy things animals could do. The tricky part was figuring out appropriate activities for all the students. I just settled on drawing up a bunch of animal parts, having them cut them out and then create their own creature. Sometimes normal animals, sometimes weird monstrosities. But hey, I'm not one to stifle creativity. And in my free time, I spent the majority of it painting my first miniature. And of course, it had to be a big dinosaur with a bunch of little details. Probably what kept me from finishing sooner is that I kept going back and trying new things or looking up other things to try and then buying different paints to try out or doing all these other crazy things, undoing things, recovering some stuff, trying some varnish, undoing some varnish, clipping some pieces, gluing other bits together, so many other things that I spent way too much time on when I probably really didn't need to and should have just assembled it, painted it, get done with it, as it was the first model, so I shouldn't have spent a whole lot of time. But, like I said, go big or go home. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I just gotta work on the basing. Ooh, and I used this gloss varnish to make the mouth look extra slimy and shiny. I spent way too much time trying to get the white paint right, because white acrylic paint is just a mess to work with, but it looks cool, right? Look at it, check it out.
Look at them!
That's the short version of what went down in January. Don't worry, I plan to have quite a bit more to talk about in February because it's gonna get busy with the last couple months of the school year. So yeah, look forward to that, and I'm looking forward to putting together some more stuff to share with everybody. And it doesn't have to just be these little progress report videos. It could be anything. It could be like a Q&A or a discussion on a particular topic that you guys are interested. I can talk what a general day is like. I can talk about experiences in Japan, weird cooking recipes I've done and tried, any little thing. So please, if there's something you'd like to hear more about, comment about it, ask questions, share your thoughts, whatever. But yeah, with that, I think I'll call it here, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. See ya. I see a red door and I want to paint it black. And I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. Dame done, dame yo, dame nano yo. Antaga, suki de, suki sugite. Tell me what to say. Don't know why, pray. Yes, I'm having a good time. I don't want to stop at all. Yeah! Oh no, wait, we're actually stopping now.